What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. Today this is a sad one. Yes, I'm gonna give you a history of these Ponzi schemes and just how some people have lost their lives because of them and how so many lives got ruined over the years because of these Ponzi schemes. And I'm gonna give you an example of one that just recently, exit scammed, soon to be an exit scam, and it is none other than Metafi Yielders. So with that being said, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. This is a sad one because Metafi Yielders is a perfect example of this. Everybody knows lately in DeFi, there's a lot of scams and rug pulls. Metafi Yielders is no different. This is the dude who was running it, Australian fella, and this is the website. They were promising the same thing swapnex was promising. For example, these high yield, high APYs. So many people promoted this. It ran for a couple months and then it collapsed. This is the dude who was running it. This is a picture of him way back in 2014. I think he was a photographer or something like that, and it didn't end well for Metafi Yielders. Apparently he is refusing to pay people their money back. Withdrawals are held and some people are frustrated, people are mad, and he's making all sorts of excuses, of course, that the 3.3% a day he promised he cannot keep up with, and now somebody is threatening his life and his family's life, which is absolutely sad. I'm gonna play this video for you to have a listen to right now, and then we can chime into it. Take a look.
Please listen to the audio. This is not good. I believe this to be truthful. Somebody has been threatening Michael Da's daughter.
Hey guys, I'm sending this out to everyone that's in Metafi Yielders, and we had just gotten confirmation. There is a gentleman in Australia who knows Michael personally, who's in Metaphy, and he's a personal friend of his. And apparently, Michael has had his life threatened, and they actually threatened to kill his daughter. And they have photos of his daughter at school. And they basically threatened him, and they said, if you don't give us our money, we're gonna kill your daughter. So he's got what's equivalent to the FBI in Australia on this. And his attorney, as well as the FBI, said in no shape or fashion, do not do anything online, no videos, no social media, anything until this is cleared up. So I think we're still solid. That's probably the reason that we don't hear anything from him. Put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah, I think this is just a YouTuber or somebody who promoted Metafi Yield. This is what I don't like about these things, man. Don't involve people's family into these things, but I get people's frustration. Somebody apparently doxed him, and then they went over to his daughter's school and they took a picture of his daughter and they sent it to him specifically and said, we know where your daughter goes to school. If you don't pay us our money back, if you don't let us withdraw, we're gonna harm your daughter or whatever. God forbid, hopefully that child is safe. But this dude, man, come on. He brought this upon himself. He cannot blame anybody else but himself into doing this. If you are doxing yourself out there, make sure that you are doing something legitimate in this world, because Metafi Yielders, everybody knew that this was not sustainable. It was a Ponzi. He could not keep up with the payments. He blocked people from withdrawing. It's the same story as cotps that I've covered on this video, and it is the same story with swapnex that I also covered in this video. You've heard this promoter say that everything is solid. This is what I don't like about these things, man. These people, they told you cotps was solid when they stopped people from withdrawing, and then a month later they gone. Same thing with swapnex. Everything is cool, guys. Swapnex, don't panic. And then a month later, you are not able to withdraw swapnex. The entire website was gone. So this is just to tell you that don't believe these promoters telling you every time that this is safe, this is sound. Listen to the leader or the founder of the website. Whatever he says goes. The founder of the website did a runner and he is now crying, running to the FBI and ironically the Australian authorities to help him protect his family and all of that. But he's not telling them at the same time, what did he do to these people? He took their money. If you take somebody's money, especially some people will always be silly enough. Some people will always be silly enough to put money, their entire life savings into these things because it's appealing. It's 3.3% a day, and you can never ever make those ROIs anywhere else, pretty much. So they're gonna put it in there, and then unfortunately, if they realize that they cannot withdraw, they're gonna go cuckoo. And this is exactly what happened. And I'm going to give you a history of what happened with, for example, Bitconnect. If you remember, way back in 2018, there was a major Bitconnect promoter. His name, John Biggerton, based in Australia as well. And then soon as Bitconnect collapsed, his wife disappeared. It was a major dispute apparently between him and his missus. She dropped off his kids and then she just vanished. Nobody knew to this day, what did this man do to this woman, meaning his wife? Nobody knew what he did to his wife. And this Bitconnect was a major Ponzi scheme back in 2017 and 2018. It ran for 2 years. Started in 2016, ended in January of 2018. So that woman is gone. Nobody knows to this day. Now this guy has been charged back in 2020 of all other charges but the disappearance of his wife, because the police still don't have any evidence that he did something to his wife, or maybe just people that signed up under him with Bitconnect, maybe they might have done something to his wife, exactly with the Metafi Yielders character this dude right here is going through. Maybe they told him, hey, we got your wife, if you don't give us our money back, something is going to happen to her. Unfortunately, that woman might have lost her life. We don't know. And it's been almost 4 years now that she disappeared, and the dude is now in jail, but not for that charge. But he mainly went in for fraud and promoting Bitconnect and all these other Ponzi schemes. I'm going to give you another example right here. Oscar and Ignacio Ibarra. If you remember them 2 years ago, I made a video about these two. You can go back and watch it. I'm going to leave the link of all of these videos in the description box below. I've talked about them. And they were basically OneCoin promoters. OneCoin was bigger than Bitconnect. Back in 2016-17, OneCoin was the biggest cryptocurrency scam. It was ran by some woman, and that woman did a plastic surgery, did a runner, took billions of dollars of people's funds, and she just disappeared. To this day, nobody knows where she is. People are claiming she's living in Indonesia, somewhere around the world, but she allegedly had a plastic surgery and just vanished out of thin air. And these two people went all the way to Mexico promoting OneCoin even after it collapsed, and they were convincing people to literally put money in the website, and then they would give them some cars, and then they messed with the wrong guys. After those guys asked for their money back, this Oscar and Ignacio Ibarra, they refused to give them their money back. So the other guys apparently hired the cartel, and these two came up in body bags. They found them days later when they traveled to Mexico in suitcases. Literally, they found these two in suitcases. Their body was dismembered pretty much, and you can watch that video. I've talked about it 2 years ago on this channel, and this is the dangers of just these things, man. When they collapse, people go mad, people go cuckoo. When people realize that we can always tell people, hey man, this is risk capital, never put money that you can afford to lose, that you cannot afford to lose, and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, people are always going to be silly enough to put more that they can afford to lose because of the high returns, the high rewards. People want to be ahead of their life, and unfortunately it never ever works out because of these things. So you have to be wary, you have to be conscious of all of these things. I'm going to leave these links in the description box below for you to go back and watch these videos of me covering all of these stories that were happening way back in 2020. For example, this was just absolutely sad. These two guys, they lost their lives because they were promoting OneCoin still. Look up OneCoin too. That's another scam that you can look into. Metafi Yielders, it's pretty much it had the same fate. This is the dude's YouTube channel. Obviously, it's disappeared now. I think he privated the channel or something like that. I couldn't find it. He is now running to the FBI to protect his family, but at the same time, he's not telling the FBI what did he do to people to the point where they are threatening to harm his own family. And yeah, unfortunately, this is the danger of it. So be careful with Metafi Yielders and all of these other Ponzi schemes that these guys be promoting, especially, you know, the ones like swapnex that just exited, the ones like cotps. Look guys, if it's a website, right, if it's a website like this and it is asking you to register your name, username, email address, and what else, just define password, and then they can make you rich, don't be silly like that. You know, this just don't fall for it. Come on, like it's crypto. You cannot sign up here and then just give them your crypto and expect to be rich overnight. It's not gonna happen. All of these websites are liars. They pay people to design it out of Fiverr or whatever, wherever they grab these website designers, and then that's it. They're just showing you numbers on the screen. You're not generating anything for real. You're just watching numbers on the screen, which is all algorithm. It's all fake. And then the day where they are receiving less and less deposits and people are withdrawing more and more, they realize that, hey man, I'm running out of money to give people, because in reality there is no money in his bag. He's just receiving money from new deposits, and it's a rob Peter to pay Paul thing. He's using them deposits to pay off the early investors. And the second, the early investors, some of them will be lucky enough to ROI and some won't. So chasing these yield companies, they all have the same fate. It's going to destroy you. It's going to hurt you more than it will make you money. That's what I'm trying to say. So be extra cautious, especially with these things right here, Metafi Yielders or whatever. Know who these guys are. I'm going to leave all of these links in the description box below. And yeah, be wary of platforms like this in the future. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I've been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.